Hey, my name is Nadia, and if you don't know me but you clicked on this video, then hi, thanks for clicking on the video. Drawtober has begun, Kawafitober has begun, and we are all doing amazingly. Drawtober, if you don't know, is a month-long art challenge that mainly happens on Instagram, where artists follow prompt lists and just create art every day of October. Kawafitober is my prompt list that I host, and the work that you guys have been making is literally blowing my mind. You are all so insanely talented and amazing. In October, I'm basically every week, every Sunday, going to be talking about how the week's gone, showing my stuff, and then showcasing your work. And that's kind of how it'll be. This first week is obviously not a full week, but I wanted to do the videos on Sunday for ease. So there's only 3 pieces this week, but yeah, I'm excited to get into it. The prompts that we did this week were You as a Goblin, Bug Buddies, and Fruit Merchant. I've really enjoyed this week. I really enjoyed it so far, but I also think this week is the easiest of the whole month because it's really exciting. Everything's very new and there's a lot of energy online. Like, everyone is very, very excited and it's so sweet. Like, there's just so much like, wow, we're doing it, guys, yeah. So yeah, this week has been okay for me, probably because it's the first week. One thing I've struggled with is I keep dropping my paintbrush on my paper. I'm doing all of my pieces traditionally this year, which is like quite a challenge for me. But the main thing that I'm struggling with is I keep making marks on the paper where I need it to stay white, and then I'm trying to like remove it by either adding water or rubbing it out, and then I just keep rubbing the paper down so it starts pilling, and it's just like just you don't get these problems with digital art, but it's fine. I think I need to be less clumsy, but that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to have to accept that all of my pieces are going to have a bit of that happening on them. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through my pieces now, talk to you about that, and yeah. Here is what I made for You as a Goblin. I drew me as a goblin, obviously, and then I drew Patcha as like my giant guard dog, and I really love how this came out. I think it's so cute. It took me a while, and I got a little bit like stressed about it because I think the first one I always have like a lot of pressure because I think it's like it feels a bit like a debut. So I had this stress that it had to be like the most amazing thing I've ever done, which is never a good place to make art from. But I got it done and I posted it and I'm really happy about it. The second piece was Bug Buddies, and I did this little cute fatso caterpillar on top of his little mate. I asked you guys what their names should be, and the winners were Glub Glub and Hercules. My friend Winston actually said that maybe Hercules is actually the caterpillar and not the beetle, which I kind of love even more. So yes, Glub Glub and Hercules. I really love this piece. I really love how the composition sits, and I like all the empty space and like the way the raindrops are falling. As you can see here, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but this was my first casualty of paper. And for day 3, I did this. I love how these watermelons came out. I feel like they look so cute. I just think they came out so like sharp and crisp, and they just look really juicy. I love it. I really like this piece. I think he looks like a nice guy. I think my favourite is Bug Buddies this week. I just really like the composition. I really like that you can kind of sense that they're friends. It feels like there's quite a lot of storytelling in this. And yeah, I just really love it. But that is enough about my drawings. One of my favourite and most important parts of Kawafitober is seeing all the insanely creative and amazing ways that you guys interpret the prompts. My favourite thing is seeing like common themes come out, like with the Bug Buddies. I saw so many of you like drew them playing poker or playing cards, and it's like it's just really interesting seeing how our like brains will kind of attach the same things to different prompts. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna stop talking for a bit. I'm basically just gonna put up a montage of all of your guys' amazing work. All the artists will be tagged at the bottom, so please make sure to check them out because they're all insane. And I'm so grateful and honoured to have you draw things for my prompt list. So thank you. And yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So that was the showcase. How insane is all of your work? You guys are all amazing. So just know that. I am feeling excited to go into next week. I'm a little bit nervous because next week is like a full week. It's not just 3 days. It felt quite nice just doing 3 days and then being like, I'm having a day off now. But I think we've got it. We can do it. And if you need to take a break before the next day off, then do that. And yeah, I'll be back here next Sunday to showcase all of your amazing art again and do the next weekly roundup. If you would like to see more from me or join my sticker club, please check out my Patreon. I'll put it in the description box. I also have a Discord for Kawafitober, which will be down below as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for taking part. Every ounce of support means the world to me, so thank you so much. I hope that you see some really nice fallen red leaves, and I hope you eat a really nice sweet treat at some point too. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next week. Bye.